Have you ever met a recruit who was too perfect for basic training? Private Alex Turner arrived at Fort Benning looking like he'd stepped out of a recruiting poster. 6'2", athletic build, perfect posture, and spoke in complete sentences with military bearing already locked in place. First day of processing, while other recruits fumbled with paperwork and stumbled through medical exams, Alex moved with precision, made his rack with hospital corners that could cut glass, uniform pressed so sharp you could shave with the creases. Every answer was yes sir or no sir with perfect volume and diction. Other drill instructors started talking. Where'd this kid come from? Alex's background was impressive but weird. Homeschooled by military parents. Father was an Army colonel, mother was a Navy nurse. Kid had been preparing for basic training since he was 12 years old. He'd memorized the entire infantry manual before arrival, could recite general orders backwards, knew weapon specifications, military history, chain of command up to the joint chiefs. When we tested him on Army values, he gave us the definitions word for word from the handbook. Physical training was a joke for him. Maxed the initial fitness test while other recruits were puking from the first run. Did push-ups until we got bored counting. Shot expert on the rifle range with his eyes practically closed. But here's where it got strange. Alex had zero learning curve, no growth, no struggle. Basic training is designed to break you down and build you back up. Alex arrived already built. There was nothing for us to teach him. Other recruits started hating him. Not because he was arrogant, he was actually helpful and encouraging. They hated him because his existence made them feel inadequate. When your bunkmate makes everyone else look like amateurs, it destroys unit cohesion. Week 4, things got ugly. During a field training exercise, Alex's fire team got eliminated in a simulation. Not because he made mistakes, but because other recruits refused to follow his orders. They'd rather fail than let the perfect kid succeed. That's when the real problem emerged. Alex couldn't handle failure. Never experienced it before. When his team got wiped out, he had a complete breakdown. Sat in the dirt crying like a lost child. All that perfection, and he'd never learned how to lose. We had a serious talk with him that night. Son, you're technically the best recruit we've seen in 20 years, but you're also the worst future soldier we could possibly graduate. I don't understand, sir, he said. My scores are perfect. That's the problem. Soldiers don't follow perfect people. They follow people who've struggled with them, failed with them, bled with them. You've never done any of those things. Week 6, we made a decision. Started giving Alex impossible tasks, made him team leader for exercises designed to fail, put him in charge of recruits who were struggling, forced him to experience setback after setback. The transformation was painful to watch. This perfect recruit started making mistakes, getting frustrated, learning what defeat felt like. For the first time in his life, Alex was human. By week 10, something beautiful happened. Other recruits started respecting him, not because he was perfect, but because he'd learned to struggle alongside them. He became their leader not through superiority, but through shared suffering. Graduation day, Alex gave the honor graduate speech, but instead of talking about excellence, he talked about failure, how losing taught him more than winning ever could, how his fellow soldiers made him better by showing him his weaknesses. 3 years later, I ran into Alex at a veterans event. He was wearing captain's bars and leading a reconnaissance unit. His soldiers clearly loved him. I asked what changed everything. He pulled out a photo from his wallet. His squad from Afghanistan, all of them muddy and exhausted after a tough mission. We look terrible in this picture, he said, grinning. It's my favorite photo because it shows we earned it together.